cousins, and grandpa's your grandpa. You would be your great-grandpa. And now she died. She was only 37 when she died. So Chris was only 3, and Denny wasn't even, Danny was not even born yet.
So this one was Ben?
That's Ben, yeah.
Okay.
He was already older. I think he was about maybe 17 or 18. Maybe younger. I don't know everything. But that picture up there, Denny used that, made that for a project. And he has all Romanian. I said, they're not all Romanian.
Okay, so I want you to do the genealogy again with, you said it's Croatian, right?
3 times.
Three times Croatian.
The Hungarian, Romanian, and Croatian.
Okay.
Now, all the others were Hungarian and Romanian. And, yeah, he's the only one that's married outside. All the others are Romanian and Hungarian. The mother was Hungarian.
And you said she, that's his 3rd wife, correct? First one never came over. Second one came over and went back.
Yeah, the first one, she did not want to come. And then he came here, stayed for a while, and then he went back to take her back. And then in the meantime, a few years later, he met the second one here that had been from Romania. But that didn't work either, because he was always in trouble bootlegging wine.
Oh, we didn't hear about that.
Brandy. Okay. And they used to play cards, gamble cards. And whenever the police came, he'd run out. He ran all the way to Detroit.
Wow.
And he left them all. Oh, he left all these kids.
Did he ever come back?
Oh yeah, he came back. He was nice. He liked me. He liked Aunt Eva and I. You know why? Because we're Catholic. He liked me. He liked my cooking. We stayed there. I was pregnant with Chris, I believe, about 6 months, I think. And we were waiting for the house to be built. So we stayed with my parents, and then he said, well, let's go and stay with my father, because Lou then, they went back to Philadelphia. No, this is Lou. I'm sorry. This is Lou. Boy, that looks like him. That's John. They're alike a lot, you know. In fact, they're very much alike compared to the others.
So who is the little guy in there?
That's Uncle Pete.
That's Uncle Pete. And then
Uncle Pete. He reminds me of Kevin. And this is Florian. You know what? There are cemeteries across the street from our Calvary, Catholic cemetery. They're not Protestants. What do you call them? Anyway, it's a mixed group. Anyway, and Shirley and I. You remember Shirley? Aunt Shirley?
Yeah.
Okay, that's my sister-in-law, my brother's wife. Well, he's dead, but anyway. We went and spent a whole day. I could never find his body. Grave. And we went there Sunday afternoon, and we went to, they had a slot machine thing going there. And you want to play, March? How much is it, $20? No, I wouldn't waste $20 on gambling.
So you're the guy that's doing
So
that.
I won,
I see that?
yeah, that's your,
I've never seen this.
that's your background.
Where did he die from?
Well, all of them.
No, him.
Oh,
What?
Florian, he was sick. He died from a lung problem, probably pneumonia or something. And that was way back in... but anyway, we walked for 3 hours in that cemetery, and we found him, and he was not buried in a place where he's supposed to have been.
What cemetery?
Across the street from Calvary. What is it? What is that called? Elmwood. Elmwood? Yeah.
Is that back in Ohio? Or
Lorraine.
Lorraine?
I was telling him that. You recognize those boys? Excuse me.
Well, I needed some help.
Okay, here we go.
Uncle Ben,
That's Uncle Ben,
Uncle Lou,
Uncle Lou,
Uncle Pete,
right,
Uncle John,
right,
Uncle Dad.
Your dad. Uncle Dad.
Who's
that's
this guy?
Oh, that's his buddy. They used to make wine.
Who's not pictured?
Uncle Dan.
Yeah.
Uncle Danson, he wasn't born yet, and that was your grandmother.
I've never, this is the first picture of them I've ever seen.
You're kidding.
My entire life.
Oh,
Never
Anne
seen
Marie
it.
just sent those to us about, I think, before Easter.
You have any more?
No, that's it. And I was thinking of giving you a copy.
Wow.
In fact, I'd like to give one to each one of their, because knowing that's her background. Now, she was Hungarian, and he was Romanian.
Romanian.
So you got three bloods.
I didn't know about the Hungarian. I just knew the Romanian
Yeah,
Croatian.
she was Hungarian, Croatian, and Romanian. Your father's Romanian.
Did they come over from the old country?
Yes, he did. He had two wives before this one because they didn't like it, and they went back.
So-
He says, "Okay, that's the way you want it."
Who went back?
Uncle Dan told me all this.
Who went back?
His wives,
To where?
Europe, Romania, they didn't like it here.
So which of the wives is Grandpa's?
Well, there
Of the three.
Are these all theirs?
No,
He's not. He's a different.
He
different.
was- no,
He's a
he-
half brother.
That's her son. And Florian was her son, but he died.
So who's
Oh, so who's their mother? Not her.
Her, yes, her, but she died after Denny was.
Wait a minute. If this is her mother,
different dad?
He had a different dad.
Oh, got it.
Because
Okay.
she's Hungarian and he's Hungarian
Well,
because
he
the father
look-
died.
he looks so
and then
much
Mr.
like
Costin, Grandpa
Gary.
Costin, knew of her, and then he asked if she, after the other one went back, asked if she would get married to him. And I guess
Now,
that's
what was his name?
Vasil.
Basil.
Yeah.
And what was her name?
Her name was Catherine Savelle.
So, is this my grandma?
Yeah. Well, no.
Then that's
Oh,
not.
yes, it is. That's your grandma. That's your mother.
No, you're my mother.
I'm sorry. You're mixing me up. Okay.
That's Chris's.
That's you.
That's Yiddy. That's your husband.
Yes.
So that's his mom.
Right.
So these are my grandparents.
He is. Not this one. This is.
Not this
No,
one.
these.
Yeah, she's the grandparents. Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
She looks a lot like Grandma Grassa.
Well, she was a little lady. They said she was so nice. She died of
did?
complications of.
Uncle Dan. From Uncle Dan. Did she die at Uncle Dan's?
Yeah, well, Uncle Dan gave me the whole relation to the story.
Didn't she die when Uncle Dan was born?
A year or two later, because she developed something in her legs. Because she's had these kids so close, and like was it phlebitis?
Do these phlebitis? Yeah. Do these kids? Do you think they remember that?
I doubt it, because you were only 3 years old. They're not quite 3.
It's not me. It's Grandpa.
I mean, Grandpa. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
If that was me, I'd be right over there. We'll bide my time.
But yeah. I don't remember because we lived down there for a couple of weeks.
Where is this?
In Lorraine, on 31st Street where Grandpa lived. You don't remember, I don't think.
I wasn't there.
Yes, you were. I was about 6 months pregnant with you.
This is Dad.
Well, anyway.
She was telling us a story earlier about how she went to go stay with.
Thank you. Did you get a hold of him?
Yeah, I did.
Great,
So
thanks.
out the orders.
She went to go stay with him for a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whenever she was pregnant with you.
Yeah.
That's when you were pregnant. You said he liked me when I was
it's
born.
because at that time there was chaos with Grandma and Grandpa, or rather Chris and Grandma. And I couldn't tolerate that. Says that's not good for her. My dad and rather my mother and my Chris, my husband, they didn't get along very well, and it was hectic. But we were waiting till the house got built, finished it. So he decided, he left, he says, "You want to come? No, I'm going home, my father's got room." Uncle Lou and Shirley and the little girl Sandy, they went back to Florida. Philadelphia. That's where Aunt Shirley was from.
And Uncle Lou, they lived in Philadelphia?
Yeah, they lived in Philadelphia, and then they moved out to, this was when they all got out of service. and then they moved back to California, and then they came back to Lorraine
So where are these guys buried at?
in Cross Street in Calvary.
Okay, so both of them are together in Elmwood.
In fact, he has maybe in that 1-2 section grave, they must have 10 of them. Phyllis's babies are in there too.
I didn't even know about that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Okay, we're gonna pause this one.